Ideal life. Where do goals come from? It's getting ridiculous how long I can't definitively answer this question. I have collected a large collection of goals that I set and abandoned because they didn't make sense to me. When the number of such goals seriously increased, I wondered how to make sure that the goal would make sense to me before I achieve it. Today, I have discovered several sources of correct goals, and one of them was suggested to me by the wonderful book, Type Z Guide to Success. Ideal life in 5 years. I had enough perseverance to carry out the experiment proposed by the author. On page A4, I described how I see my ideal life. It turned out to be a difficult task to agree with the brain, which immediately turned on the brakes. How difficult it will be. It's good that it worked out. Then I wrote down the goals that need to be achieved in order to live in the ideal picture painted in 5 years. Then I chose 3 main ones. And I polished all the goals with positive affirmations, statements that I began to reread often, and some to record with my voice and listen through headphones. As a result, thoughts about an ideal life reached the subconscious, which loosened the brakes and stopped giving the body horse doses of adrenaline from such thoughts. As Mark Allen said in his book, the main quality on this path is perseverance. If something did not work out yesterday or today, tomorrow you can start from scratch with the same intention. Time from the 10th will work. Focus. The trick was to use perseverance to direct the focus of my thoughts to what I wanted and to take the focus away from the thoughts I didn't want. This approach is consistent with the ideas of intent and execution. Focus turned out. I have embarked on the path to my ideal life and already remember with bewilderment how I could live differently. My ideal life. The desire to engage only in interesting and meaningful projects was a prerequisite for my ideal life. Working for a large corporation with its projects did not satisfy this condition. My life in this world is not endless, and I want to leave the maximum mark and get the maximum pleasure. As a result, in a few months I managed to solve the following issues. I stopped being an office zombie. With deep respect for office workers, I used this term only for myself. I started a wonderful book project, www.livelib.ru. I started working in a real team. I solved the problem with monthly cash flow. I met several great people who helped me in my movement ideal. And I, too, I hope smiley face. I began to see my wife and daughter more. Because I work at home, I decided on my many goals and projects. Mercilessly discarded those that do not bring me closer to my ideal life. Finally, I breathed a second life into my blog, smiley face. And now you need to blow, because if you don't blow, then no magic will work. Copyright Maya Kakabyan. And the magic is that my movement towards an ideal life begins to turn into an ideal life in the present. I repeat once again, I see that the path to my distant ideal life in the 10th of May 15 years is turning into it automatically right now. Why did I write all this? If at least one person after this article takes a step towards his ideal life, it will be a great joy for me. Many people help me along the path of personal effectiveness, those with whom I communicate live, on the internet, and even the authors of books who stayed with us only in books. And I am happy to contribute to the noosphere that helps us move forward towards a happy and ideal life. Source: http://www.leaf.ru/